Well, hey folks, Fat Guy Flies RC. All right, it's very, very windy, but it's right down the runway. We're gonna do the performance run and a hard dive run just to see how fast I can get the X-Fly Spitfire moving, and then just finish the flight for fun. But it's kind of windy, and first flight will be into the wind, straight and level. That way we'll get a true performance run. The second one will be with the wind and a dive just to see how fast I can make this little guy go. All right, got a 4000 HRB, 4S in there.
Motor is hot.
Timer set for 7.5 minutes. All right. And it is windy. AS3X gonna be working overtime today. Will not need flaps at all. Okay, actually, I'm gonna just take off from there. Okay. Right, left, up, down, right, left. Okay. Here we go.
Gear is tucked away.
Let me get turned around here. All right, now this is going to be the performance run, in the wind, straight and level.
Time remaining 7 minutes.
All right.
Gear is down.
We're going to land it now, hopefully. All right.
Motor is off.
That's
Touch.
really, really good landing given how windy it is right now. I'm happy with that. I was gonna say, watch it.
Motor is hot. It will bite. Motor is off. Safe to touch.
No, not even gonna try it. Now with the wind, with the tail planted,
Motor is hot. It will bite. Motor is off. Safe
all right.
to touch.
Let's see what kind of, oh man. You know what I didn't do? I didn't hit start before. Okay. I'll do it again. Make sure.
Motor is hot. It will bite.
All right, we're reading. Well, that was just a test run. All right, we're gonna try it again now.
Gear is tucked away.
Whoo boy, is it windy. All right, here we go. Full speed now. Into the wind.
Gear is down. Time remaining 6 minutes.
It is windy.
Motor is off. Safe to touch.
All right. Good, it says stop. That's what I'm looking for it to say, stop. Okay, stop, read. Not bad. 83 mile an hour, 83 straight and level into the wind with a 4,000. All right, now we're gonna go to the other end, do it in a dive with the wind just to see how fast we can make this little guy go.
Motor is hot. It will bite.
Make sure I'm reading. Yes, I am. Okay, I'm reading. All right. All right. Yeah. All right, here we go. And this is per viewer request.
Gear is tucked away.
All right, we're going to take it up. All right, that's straight. That was in a dive.
Gear is down.
All right. Nope.
Motor is off.
All right.
Safe to touch.
I'll pause the recording. Well, yep. All right, got it back. I didn't want to try to drive it with that wind. All right, let's see how fast we had this little guy going. I bet it's over 100 mile an hour. Nope, 91. 91 mile an hour. Okay. So now we know. Turn the device off. Let me take it out because we don't need the extra weight. And not that it really weighs anything. It only weighs a few ounces. But that's it right there. It's a GNS Performance Analyzer. And it's just a little couple of ounces velcroed on the back of the underneath the hatch here. So let's, now that we know, still got 5 minutes 11 seconds. Now we can finish flying for fun and keep this thing, boy, it's windy. But right down the runway, so. Gonna make touch and goes kind of interesting. Oh. Yeah, well, it keeps changing. It can't make up its mind.
Gear is tucked away. Time remaining 5 minutes.
Yeah, it really is a kite up there. That is one good looking warbird.
remaining 4 minutes.
Can really see them invasion stripes against that black cloud there. Take it up. Victory roll.
Time remaining 3 minutes. Gear is down.
Come by with the gear down. All right. Little bounce and go there.
Gear is tucked away. Gear is down. Landing flaps.
All right.
Flaps up.
What a great flying warbird. All right, we still got 2 minutes. Wind has died a little bit. Let's try our takeoff flaps this time.
Takeoff flaps.
Okay.
Flap gear is tucked away.
Take it up.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
Gonna turn around, come back this direction here.
Gear is down.
Gear coming down.
Landing flaps. Time remaining 1 minute.
Oh boy, is it windy.
Flaps up.
But it's now kind of, it keeps dying. It'll die and then kick up and then die and then kick up, so can't tell whether to use the flaps or not. I've got that tail planted just the opposite because the wind is at its butt, so I'm pushing that elevator actually down as an air dam to keep that tail planted. Otherwise, I'd have full up elevator. All right.
Motor is off. Safe to touch.
All right, we had 46 seconds left, but we're going to end it there because it's like crazy windy. Motor's off. Our throttle cut's on, actually. All right. Gabe, let's have our sit down. Have a little sit down here. Okay, Mr. Ant, you can go ahead and start biting me now. All right, let's go ahead. The reason I sit down, folks, is my back gets to hurting me because I have arthritis in my back and both my hips. And so it just gets to hurting after a while. So I sit down to take a little pressure. 50% left. So really we could have flown the other 46. I had the timer set for 7.5 minutes. So honestly, set your timer for 8 minutes and fly any way you want. I just did it for 7.5 to be conservative. If you see, that's where I have the 4000 HRB. I've got as far forward as I can possibly slam it forward. Okay, CG on the plane is 65 millimeters back from the leading edge of the wing. Nice latch there. I like to measure the CG with the gear down like I'm going to land, because that's when CG is the most important anyways. And she's kind of favors nose heavy. She favors nose heavy, which with a warbird, and especially a windy day, but especially with a warbird, you want it to favor, not hard nose, not hard nose heavy, but favoring nose heavy. Okay? All right, let's go over our rates and our AS3X settings. All right, let me kick it up like this just for a second, that way you can see the flaps. All right, we'll go over our flap settings first. There is no mix needed for flaps. Flaps up are 100%. Takeoff are 35%. Can you see them coming down? Because I can't see them.
Try again.
Can you see the flaps coming down? Because I can't see them. Okay, up.
Flaps up. Takeoff flaps.
All right, how about now?
Yeah, that's better now.
Now can you see them?
Put it back up again.
All right.
There we go.
That's landing flaps, and that's with negative 50% with no mix at all.
Takeoff flaps.
Takeoff are a positive 35% with no mix.
Flaps up.
And landing is up flaps or no flaps are 100% with no mix, obviously. Let me look, make sure they're actually,
Takeoff flaps.
because there's very little distinction there when they're coming down for takeoff.
Landing flaps.
And then landing is, you should be able to see them pretty well.
Flaps up.
All right, now control surfaces. I flew in my high rates the entire time. Ailerons are 85% with 30% expo. Elevator, 125 with 50% expo. And the reason for that is I want a lot of elevator throw, and you cannot go in there and mechanically adjust that elevator to get any more throw than that, because the way the elevator and the rudder servo are sealed up in there, you can't get to them. And it's already on the fur. There's only one hole that you can attach your clevis to for the elevator, so it's pretty well non-adjustable. You have to do it electronically. But you want a lot of elevator throw, because when you're taking off in any kind of grass or any rough terrain, Spitfires naturally want to nose over very easily, as we saw on that one landing. And then rudder, 100% with 30% expo. All right, real quick before we go any further, I do want to investigate something. I told the viewer I would do this because of the way the elevator and the elevator and rudder servo are right back here underneath this canopy. Now there's a little tray there, but it does not appear that it can be slid forward or anything. It's in the foam. So, oh wait, no, I am lying to y'all. I am so sorry. I'm lying to y'all. If you turn it over, man, I really messed up. You take the wing off, and I started looking at it. You can service those servos right here. Boy, I've been dissing on X-Fly for a bad design. Take the wing. I'm looking at it now, and I'm realizing that's fully open to the underside. So yeah, X-Fly, I'm sorry, viewers. I didn't mean to lead you all astray. You take this wing off, those servos are sitting right there, and you're fully accessible. in a tray that's easy to screw them in, and so they're very, very serviceable. So my mistake. I'm glad I looked. I was thinking it had a bad design, but no, it's got a very good design. So I'm glad I looked. Retracts are pretty darn quick, and they have suspension. This is just a really great warbird. It really is. All right, let's go back. AS3X thing, you're not gonna actually see this. Yeah, throttle cut needs to be on. All right, for forward programming, my AS3X settings, the gains, one-time gains, roll pitch and yaw, 40, 50, and 60. Priority, all at 140, just the standard fare. Heading I did anything with stop lock, 35, 35, 35 on roll pitch and yaw, nothing on release rate, just the normal settings, and one-time gain. So basically what the AS3X settings come with. And man, I am really glad I got to looking at that. I was telling people you can't get to the elevator and rudder servo, but you can. It's very easy. You just have to take the wing. 4 bolts, wing drops, and they're right there. Easy peasy to service. So I apologize to X-Fly. And I apologize to the viewers that I gave the misinformation, but I'm glad we looked, and I'm glad people say, can you look at it again? Because this is a good, that just makes this, brought this thing up another several degrees of goodness. So anyways, there you go. Great flying plane. Now I can go in there and get better travel probably with that elevator without having to do it electronically. So well, anyways, there you go, folks. This is the X-Fly Spitfire 1.2 meter. To me, the E-Flight one that's now discontinued, it can pound sand compared to this thing. This thing beats it all to heck and back. It really does. This is a great looking warbird. It flies really well. I bought it on Amazon. Banana Hobby is not carrying it just yet. I assume they're going to. I'll put a link for where I bought the Amazon. I want to say it was $279. And I'm gonna tell you right now, this thing's worth it. If you love warbirds, this needs to be in your hangar. You need this plane. You like warbirds? You need this Spitfire. Y'all have a good, and I'm not an affiliate. I don't get a dime for saying that. I bought it, spent my own money to buy it, and I wanted you to see what it's about. And I'm telling you right now, I am so glad I bought it. Y'all have a good, and God bless y'all. Gabriel, thank you for filming for me. Camera Precious is back here waving at me. And God bless y'all. God is good. And let's have a good day. And warbirds, and don't keep them in the air, and God bless y'all. Bye-bye. All right, bonus flight for the X-Fly Spitfire 1.2 meter. All right, did the speed run a while ago.
Motor is hot.
I don't remember the numbers, it'll be in the video, but I will tell you this, it did good, but it was so windy. Now the wind has died a little bit now, and I've reset my timer for 8 minutes. And this is one great flying, absolutely beautiful warbird. This will be my Warbird Wednesday feature this week. X-Fly, you have done an excellent job. Banana Hobby, y'all need to start carrying these things. They are great. All right, here we go.
Gear is tucked away.
Pack I'm run's a little bit heavier than the last pack, so. Just got through flying a Freewing T-33 80 millimeter super fast, and then I go to this, and like, wait a minute, how come I'm not moving? Well, that's because it doesn't fly as fast. Man, I tell you what, talk about a great, I mean, I know it's an overused phrase, locked in, but man, that AS3X has got this thing locked in so beautiful. After the first video of the main footage, I shared my rates, and I haven't changed them.
Time remaining 7 minutes.
You know, I don't know if I've ever flown this thing inverted. I'm sure I have. Oh man, that thing, I love them invasion stripes.
Time remaining 6 minutes.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da. There's my high-tech sound effects. You like that? Victory roll. Victory in Jesus. Okay. I won't sing for y'all. Man, look, isn't that beautiful? That silhouette against that sky there. About half throttle there. Take it up now. I'm going to bring it by this time. We're going to drop the gear as we come by. Dropping the gear now.
Gear is down. Time remaining 5 minutes. Landing flaps.
You know, I think I still had my takeoff flaps in the whole time.
Flaps up.
Flaps are up
Gear
all
is
the
tucked
way.
away.
Nice little touch and go there.
Landing flaps.
Gear is not down. I'm going to bring her by low and slow.
Flaps up. Gear is down. Landing flaps. Time remaining 4 minutes.
That was a mistake and I made the most of it.
Flaps up.
Coming in too slow and I started to drop a wing. That was 2 touch and goes for the price of 1.
Landing flaps.
All right.
Flaps up.
Man, what a great flying warbird. Keeping that tail planted. All right, we're going to take off this time. No takeoff flaps, just the way she is. Let's just say they don't work right now.
remaining 3 minutes. Gear is tucked away.
Cut back by us. Cut back by us again.
Gear is down. Landing flaps.
All right. Take off flaps. We're going to take off from down there. Lucky I didn't have a prop strike just now.
Flaps up.
And that,
Gear is tucked away.
example of what not to do.
Gear is down.
And that's also showing the dangers
Landing flaps.
of taking off with the wind. You have a lot less control.
Flaps up. Gear is tucked away.
A lot less control with that wind. When you're going with the wind.
Gear is down. 1 minute. Landing flaps.
All right, there's my minute warning. Bring her in for a landing now. All right. Pretty as you please.
Flaps up.
All right, Gabriel, if you'll just stay where you're at and just zoom in for just a few seconds on that plane. Get a nice close shot of it. All right. All right. Check the battery.
Safe to touch.
We had 46 seconds left on an 8-minute timer. In case you didn't watch the first part of the video, I'll show you my battery placement real quick. Convenient top loader. I got a 4,000 as far forward as I can possibly shove it. I can't get any further forward than that. That gives me CG. CG is I think 65 if I remember right. 58% left. That's good enough because we got other planes to fly. But even after 7 minutes and 15 seconds, still got 58%. So really, you can set your timer even more than that. 65% is your 65 millimeters back from the leading edge root. Slightly nose heavy, which is what you want with a warbird. And folks, that right there is the bonus flight for the X-Fly Spitfire 1.2 meter. I bought it on Amazon. Hopefully Banana Hobby will start carrying it. And I'll put a link in the description of the video. God bless y'all. God is good. And Gabriel, thank you for filming. Camera Precious is back there on her phone reading something. And we love y'all. Love my viewers. Y'all are the best. And we'll see you later. Bye-bye.